My life is a hectic mess. I haven't been able to post anything because my mouse either broke or I myself have been struggling with problems, be them either faculty or be them personal problems. But that aside, here we have in front of us Warcraft III Reforged. The video they might be seeing on the screen might be from Grubby, probably. Hopefully it'll be for him if I am lucky to get the video and do this. Fair use and all that. Now, the idea of a remaster for Warcraft 3 sounds amazing, and especially if you're a Warcraft 3 fan or a Warcraft fan in general. But the thing is that watching what Grubby posted, watching that culling of Stratholme, it's not that pleasant to watch. It's not that good to watch, and here are my points. First of all, one point that I can go over, pretty much ignore a little bit, is the position of the map. It has been changed. Your base starts down and with two exits, one towards the enemy's base, yes, so that's the thing, and one towards Stratholme. Stratholme has been remodeled to look more like World of Warcraft, but going to my second point, the game has changed to look more like World of Warcraft. It looks a lot like Heroes of the Storm, and that might be either good or bad, depends on how you like that game. But it has a World of Warcraft vibe to it, which might not be a bad thing, especially if you're a fan of World of Warcraft. But we're gonna have a bit of a huge problem in this position because the graphic change to the game makes the whole game look different, feel like it's not Warcraft 3 anymore. Because if you look at Warcraft 3, we have an outdated graphic engine for it. The graphics are a little bit outdated, I have to agree there. But still, it has the cartoonish feel, I guess not even so shaded or whatever, but it has a cartoonish feel to it, with rough edges, with darkness here and there. And most because by this point, I guess everybody knows that Warcraft 3 was supposed to be a Warhammer fantasy game, and that would have been amazing to see how this series would have gone on. Who knows how it would have evolved. But the problem is that now everything is light, bright, creamy, and it looks weird. And maybe just nostalgia speaking, but the game now looks weird. The aesthetics change might not be a bad thing after all, but this game looks weird. It looks like it's not Warcraft 3 anymore. We know Warcraft 3 is different in graphics from Warcraft 1 or 2 because not only the year they were released, but also the style. Well, Warcraft 1 and 2 try to be more dark, more edgy, I guess. Warcraft 3, I guess Warcraft 1 and Warcraft 2 try to be more edgy and dark. Warcraft 3 tried to be that, but also a little bit cartoonish-ish, in such a way that it stands out from other games. Look at a game from my channel, which I guess nobody really watches anymore, is Ancient Wars Sparta. That's a game that came out in 2008, I guess, and it looks way worse than Warcraft 3. Because Warcraft 3 has this feel, this vibe, this essence in it. The way that it was made to be different and would stand the test of time. And it has done that. To this day, Warcraft 3 looks amazing. The change made the thing not look like Warcraft 3. A stylistic change that, I don't know, might be just my personal preferences right now, but I don't think it's a good change. Next on, I had the question if it's gonna have the Reign of Chaos and Frozen Throne campaign in it. Apparently, from what I read on the site, it's gonna have both of them. It just bolsters up the same with customizability, custom maps, with I guess We'll have campaigns. Custom campaigns will be a must-need for Warcraft 3 as well. But I want to ask, is there going to be anything new besides the graphic and map changes? Are we going to see any improvements story-wise? Are we going to get things? Because we know since Arthas became the Lich King until the Dark Portal opened, there's a lot of story that can be covered, and there are a lot of things we can talk about. But this Reforged thing, okay, fine. Classic games getting an HD remake. Amazing, good idea. But for Warcraft 3, what we see now is weird, it's strange, and it doesn't feel like Warcraft 3 anymore. You could call Warcraft 3 Reforged the Age of Sigmar to Warcraft 3. How Age of Sigmar was different, weird edition for fantasy. This is how Reforged looks. More bright, more colorful, more different, and yet not Warcraft 3, as Age of Sigmar is not Warhammer Fantasy. This is not Warcraft 3. It has its moniker, it has its style, it has things that can throw us back. But do we really care about Easter eggs for Stratholme? Do you really want Stratholme to look the same way it looks in a World of Warcraft? From my idea, Stratholme in World of Warcraft should have looked like Stratholme from Warcraft 3. Is it really worth it to get rid of the zoo and the talisman of evasion that you can get from that damn rat by spam clicking him? Probably to some. But I don't think it's a good idea because this game has problems, in my opinion. Sure, nice graphics might be good. HD, perfect. But the thing about it, it's still gonna be the same game. They're the same units from what I know at the point of making this video. The units are the same, everything is kind of sort of the same besides the changes they decided to make, which I don't agree with. But it's all the same, and on a game that will need more power to run. What's the point in that, in fact? Like, StarCraft Remastered can work as well for computers that played it back in the day and computers now. StarCraft Remastered doesn't need that much of power from what I understand and from what I've tested. Yet, here we have it. The Warcraft 3 Remastered. Reforged. It's Warcraft 3, but it doesn't feel like Warcraft 3. Probably my points by now have been just based upon how it feels, how I feel, what I think. I guess it's more based on what I feel, and the fact that I don't really feel like this is the remastered version we needed. But from what I saw, there's no quality of life improvements. For example, we can't select many units like we can in StarCraft 2, which is a benefit, which is something amazing, which is something we don't really see here. I think they might cut the patch support for Warcraft 3, and with the death of the bots, things will be worse, way worse than you can imagine. They're cutting the life support for Warcraft 3 again, the normal one. Fine, do it. The game lasted before you started putting more patches on it, and the game will last from now on as well. I think I don't think there's an incentive to give up on Warcraft 3 for Warcraft 3 Reforged. Maybe if you like better graphics, but quite frankly, are they really worth it? There's the change of the heart and soul of the game. It doesn't feel like Warcraft 3, it feels like it's like maps for Heroes of the Storm. It feels like it's Heroes of the Storm but with Warcraft 3 missions in it. At some point you'll be expecting to see a new Barak or Diablo coming in and trying to gank you. I know that's an exaggeration, but we're getting close to that, I guess, in my point of view. Also, the map changes. I understand that Remaster should do changes, But I don't feel that the change to the map that for the calling of Stratholme is needed. Everything was put well in it. Yeah, sure, you can say like, oh, when they tried to attack your base, there was no incentive to come back and defend it. You could just route them out because you would meet them at some point, or if not, you'll see them. And then you could be like, oh, yes, I'm gonna stop them before they attack my base. Sure, you might say that, but that was a good map. It was quite frankly one of the maps that I enjoyed the most because not because of that reason, because of the whole idea, the whole storyline. Sure, they put cutscenes in that look weird at the moment, but they're gonna get better. I don't doubt that fact. They're gonna get better. But that's not enough. New graphics, new improved graphics is not enough. The change to that map is not appealing. It's quite bad, from my point of view. I know I'm just rambling. It might be because I fear change. I don't really fear change as things that people consider improvements, and I don't. I fear those because I know I'm not gonna like them. But hey, let's look at the right side. It's gonna be $30. $5 more than the Warcraft 3 game, and you're gonna be able to play with HD graphics. Be able to get custom maps. Are we gonna get new custom? Are we gonna get new story packs? Are we gonna get anything? Probably not. We're probably not gonna get anything. And I still feel like my point stands. This is not Warcraft 3 remastered. The Warcraft 3 Forge is not Warcraft 3. It's Warcraft 3 Age of Sigmar. It's Warcraft 3 Age of Sigmar. I guess that's a good way to put it. Warcraft 3 Age of Sigmar. I guess that's what it really comes down to. Change is. It exists. And it exists in this game. And it might be bad. I mean, change is not necessarily good or bad. Sure, it's good in some cases, it's bad in others, as Age of Sigmar can prove, and as I feel that this remastered version can prove that it's a bad change. The pause here is made mostly because I always do them live. Do these recordings live, my thoughts in them. But I guess that's the best name I can come up with at the moment. Warcraft 3 Age of Sigmar. It is, but it isn't. Or better yet, Warcraft 3 Heroes of the Storm. Or Heroes of the Storm, Warcraft 3 pack. Or Warcraft 3. Hey, here's a look at World of Warcraft if you wondered. Cinematics look like World of Warcraft and the game looks bad. I guess I'll end things here. Math hasn't been the brightest star. Currently I'm unemployed. I'm struggling with money, and my parents are still helping me pay for stuff, which is good. Trying to get a scholarship, whatever that's called in English, but it's not enough money to live on. And I guess this is the problem. I think this is my opinion of Warcraft 3 is somehow Warcraft 3 Forge is at this point something that looks like my life right now. It's different than before. It's changed. But that doesn't make it good. It's struggling, and even though the classic team might think that it's a good idea to have it, to make this game like this, it's not Warcraft 3. I mean, are the people that were involved in making Warcraft 3 involved in this? Are they here to give their input on things? Yeah, sure, the map change might be for balance reasons. God damn it. Doesn't matter to me. It takes the fun away out of it. But still, are they involved? Is there any contribution for someone that played Warcraft 3 and knows how the things are? That knows the feeling and the spirit of the game? Yeah, I guess probably. Or probably not. At this point, it's still a very early demo. You can pre-order it, by the way, for $30. I guess the next patch was the next offer was either to pre-order it for $40, in which case you got car back for Hearthstone, because that's a balanced game, a bet on Warcraft 3 if you didn't have enough, and some other stuff for Heroes of the Storm or something like that. Nothing really that important. I mean, you play Heroes of Warcraft 3 Heroes of the Storm. No, you play Heroes of the Storm Warcraft 3 mission pack to get Heroes of the Storm things. Yeah, guess I'll end everything here with my opinion. Warcraft 3 Reforged. Age of Sigmar. The Age of Sigmar to our game.